As our story begins, a ship cuts through deep blue water. Welcome aboard the SS Decis Natus, its name inspired by a once legendary ship and size somewhere between a large yacht and a small cruise. Its sleek steel hull, quality courtesy of the fine girders and duraludons at Lapras Mechanical, glides confidently across the surface of the Eastern Sea. While known more for freighters and cargo haulers than luxury cruises, Lapras Mechanical has begun to dip its toe into passenger travel, and this maiden voyage is sure to make a splash. Finizons and Palafins race alongside the ship, leaping through the water with sparkling cerulean grace, their splashes adding playful ambiance to the small band playing on deck, led by a bow-tie-wearing cricketune. Dancing alongside the band, a Ludicolo leads a crowd of children in a hula-hooping competition. They squeal with laughter, their hoops spinning like halos in the bright morning light. The crisp fall air tastes slightly of salt and is charged with excitement. And in the distance, just where the sea kisses the sky, a distant coastline begins to emerge, faint at first, like a mirage, then clearer with each passing wave. The crimson ridges of Reversal Mountain break up the skyline, their volcanic slopes veiled in heat shimmer as they tower above the inviting pale gold beaches of Undella Bay. Clouds lazily cling to the summit like half-remembered dreams. The deck hums with voices, laughter, and anticipation. Adventurers mill about, some in sleek coats with Pokeballs on their belts, others in straw hats with maps and guidebooks in hand. Everyone aboard is bound for something, a journey, a vacation, a reunion, or perhaps the first steps of a new life in the wild frontiers of Unova. A sharply dressed waiter weaves through the sunbathers and spectators with a tray of citrus water, frosty iced tea, and roused berry parfaits. Trailing after him, a Winkle attempts to steal food off of people's plates, successfully nabbing a small piece of roasted potato. We follow it as it sails upward past flower-draped railings and flapping linen canopies. The scent of fresh tea leaves mingles with the salt and sun as the breeze guides us to the upper front deck. There, seated in the sunlight with the whole ocean stretched out before her, a young woman sips her morning tea and enjoys breakfast. Melissa, will you please describe what we see?
All right. You see a girl with pink hair, kind of like a bob, but with little space buns, with ribbons that are kind of like flowing in the breeze, a little harder than the breeze actually is. Her outfit matches her Pokemon perfectly. She's wearing like a chunky cardigan, a cropped white t-shirt, and a skirt. Got really, really cute shoes. She's drinking her morning tea out of a teacup that she keeps in her bag. She has like a teacup holder on the front of her bag, which also has a giant bow on it. And beside her floating is her partner Pokemon, Sippy, a Sinistea.
Amazing. What kind of tea is she enjoying for breakfast?
What are breakfast teas?
There's like Earl Grey, she could be having a matcha. I don't know.
English breakfast.
English
Yeah,
breakfast. Yeah, one that says breakfast in it. I don't know.
The one that says breakfast in it.
Breakfast? I don't know. Does England exist?
Galar breakfast? Yeah, it's called Galarian breakfast, yeah.
Yeah, Galarian breakfast tea.
Beautiful. As you are enjoying your breakfast, the sharply dressed waiter makes his way to your table and stops by and says, "How are you enjoying your stay, mademoiselle?"
I am enjoying my stay quite a bit. Thank you so much.
"I'm glad to hear it." And he sort of stops for a moment and looks at Sippy and says, My, I haven't seen one of those things in ages. Is that a Sinistea?
Yeah, she is.
Pardon me for asking, but is she the real deal? I've heard that the more vintage Sinesteas have a seal of authenticity.
Beats me.
Do you mind if I...
store with this set.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Sure.
He'll kind of scoot up closer to Sinistea and take out a little monocle from his pocket and kind of tilt her up for a moment. And then, after a moment of inspection, shock starts to grow across his face as he says, "My word! You have a 100% authentic Sinistea on your hands! Do you understand just what a rarity this is?"
I guess I don't. She's just my best friend.
They say that the authentic Sinesteas are over 100 years old. He'll start to glance around a little and lean in conspiratorially and lower his voice a little bit. You know, if you have an eye for antiquing, I heard there's an entire exhibit's worth of antiques from Kalos, en route to one Dr. Sharona, an archaeologist on Undella Town. It's in the hole. Something about these antiques seems special. Maybe once we're ashore, Dr. Sharona can give you a peek. I'm not sure. But someone like you certainly has an eye for discernment. I can just tell.
Okay, I'll have to take a look.
Now, is there anything else I can get you for breakfast, darling?
No, I'm good. Thank you so much.
All right, well, just give me a holler if you need anything.
Will do. Thank you.
He'll start to flutter away to other tables. As you finish up your breakfast on the upper deck here, is there anything you would like to do aboard the ship in particular?
Not particularly. Am I at like the front of the ship?
Yes.
Oh, definitely do the whole Titanic pose thing just by myself.
Amazing.
Top of the world!
Beautiful. As you make your way back from the front of the ship doing your Titanic pose, you see a small stand with an old woman, her hair in a gray chignon at the base of her neck. And she's wearing like a homemade crochet vest, and she's got an array of different adorable little items in front of her with a brown Pokemon, and it's got little like, beige tufts atop its ears like pom-poms, and it's wearing a cute little pink bow on its ear. And she looks up at you and says, "Excuse me, would you like to make an accessory for your Pokemon?"
What kind of accessories do you have? Or what kind of accessories can be made?
"I've got all kinds of things that you could make." And she points to various objects as she describes them. "I've got lace and satin and different scraps of fabric and tulle. I've got gemstones and little charms, and we've got some feathers and different beads and tropical flowers, and you could put them together into a little clip or a ribbon to tie around your Pokemon here."
I kind of look at Sinisty and I'm like, what do you think, Sippy?
Sippy will look absolutely delighted at this possibility.
All right, what are we
Cute little
making? A
girl.
bow, a clip? What are we feeling?
I think she will make her way towards some of the ribbons and flowers. If you would like to start there.
Okay. Guess it's ribbons or bows it is. Oh, I should make her a bow that matches my bows.
Amazing. Would you roll a perception for me while you're doing this?
Is she shady?
First roll of the campaign? How exciting.
Perception. What is that a modifier? from?
Wisdom.
Oh, well. So my wisdom's -2, but I rolled a 17. So that's a 15?
Not bad. As you say this, that you might be able to make her a matching bow to yours, you realize, maybe trying to look at one of yours for inspiration, that one of your bows is actually missing.
Uh-oh. Where's my bow?
Sippy will also look back at you in confusion and do like a shrug with her one arm. And the old lady will kind of glance around her stand like, oh, did you drop it somewhere? I can't seem to find it.
Come on, Sippy, we gotta find my bow. Time to retrace our steps. Back to the front of the ship.
And as you make your way across the deck there, you notice that a small gathering of passengers has started to form. Some of them kind of covertly glancing in a direction, peeking around lounge chairs under the bottom of sun hats. Because at the edge of the lower deck, a man stretches alongside his Pokemon, taking advantage of the balmy early fall air and sparkling ocean views. He's off duty right now, but was hired as onboard security for the cruise in exchange for discounted travel. CJ, would you please describe for us what we see?
Since he's in proper uniform, it's a rare sight, but he is actually fully clothed in a security outfit, but still wearing his cowl. You see a massive wrestling-like character, 6'2", 270 pounds, all muscle, big flexing, and while he's on guard, he's just doing push-ups, doing full burpees next to his halucha. Just 1, 2, 1, 2. Power, vision, victory. Even on guard, never off, always on. This is Red Robin.
And what Pokemon is with Red Robin?
Halucha.
As Red Robin is doing his little push-ups, there's a sudden shadow over him as somebody has kind of started to walk a little closer. And as you look up, there's a man wearing an unbuttoned Hawaiian shirt with star-shaped sunglasses on his nose and white sunblock in the same star on his nose. And he looks at you and he says, "Yo, name's Chad. Seems we've started to gather a little crowd here." And he'll gesture over to a group of young ladies who are fanning themselves with their little Pokestar Studios magazines and looking at you all from over their sunglasses.
"Oh, what of it? I'm training. Need to get powerful. Ready to go at all times."
Yeah, that's awesome. How about we have a little friendly pose competition? If you win, I'll buy you a drink.
Poses.
Yeah.
Always ready for a pose. And then I flex, and my entire outfit rips off. And I'm just in my wrestling garments that I always keep underneath.
Amazing.
Ah.
Oh, that's awesome. Seems to be his catchphrase, as I've just decided.
Yep.
3 rounds, 3 poses. We'll decide the winner by crowd applause. What do you think, ladies? And I'll throw a wink over to the crowd, and they'll all cheer and giggle a little bit. He will look at you and say, "I'll let you go first."
All right. So we're going to go with Mr. Universe poses. So the first one's that big old outward chest pump that just flexes the shoulders down. Just, power!
Amazing. I'll describe Chad's pose as well here. He's got a Pokemon alongside him as well. It appears to be a red crustacean with a star atop its head. Perhaps he's wearing his sunglasses that are star-shaped to match his crustaceous friend Crawdaunt, who seems to be waxed so he can gleam in the sun a little bit brighter. And the both of them spread their arms and legs wide in a power stance, mimicking a sea star. And they're like, "The star pose!" And I will have you and Chad both roll a performance check.
14 for me.
Okay. Important question. Tia noticed this crowd forming as she made her way across the deck. Has she stayed to watch the pose competition?
Maybe at least the beginning of it, because she's still looking for her bow.
Okay. Who has she decided to cheer for from these first 2 poses?
What does Chad look like?
He looks the way that a Chad would be described. He's tan, he's got muscles, he's got blonde hair.
Does he look like Jeff from Total Drama Island?
I don't know who that is. Let me look that up. Probably.
Oh,
I would say yes. That's a very accurate descriptor for Chad.
you started describing him, and I'm like, this is a Chad. Even though his name's Jeff, this is a Chad.
That's a Chad.
Would I recognize Red Robin? I don't know if Tia watches wrestling, but I don't know if he's part of outside of wrestling people recognize. You know how people don't need to know wrestling to recognize The Rock or John Cena.
No, I'm not that big.
You can roll a history if you want,
check
but yeah, I
here.
was gonna say you can roll a history if you want. Maybe you've seen him in passing.
History based on
Intelligence.
that's 13.
Okay. I mean, I guess, yeah, given CJ's description that he's probably not super big out of wrestling, you may have seen his face before, but you don't recognize the name or anything.
So what is Tia's type? We have to establish this. Is it Jeff from Total Drama Island or this cowl wearing wrestler?
You didn't put this on your character sheet?
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised that this didn't go into your character
That's
creation.
ridiculous.
The only mental notes I had on preferences was both. Swinging both ways. That was all I
She's bisexual. I didn't know that.
Maybe
I
she'll
don't think-
appear kind of the same for both. Just woo, this is fun.
Okay, gotcha. It appears during this first round that the crowd of mostly young ladies is cheering more for Red Robin. Congratulations, you've won the first round. Chad will look at you and be like, "Nice job. Let's see if you can keep it up."
Next pose.
Yes.
So what's the oh my god, the game where you dress up and do the poses.
Dress to impress.
Yes.
Dress to impress. What do you mean?
Those poses go so hard.
Pose 28.
Poses.
Does Red Robin have a signature wrestling pose?
I was gonna say that for
Or-
round 3.
Oh, true.
Sticking with the Mr. Universe poses. Go with the legend.
Mr. Universe
The
poses.
legend. Sticking your arms up in the air to show off the physique. Just arms stretched out.
Amazing.
Gotta show off all the goods.
Okay, beautiful. Chad's pose that he will pick will, for the listeners who are familiar with Dress to Impress, be pose 28. He will grab his hands together and, with a wide stance, lean back, showing off his beautiful outfit, which consists of, once again, just an open Hawaiian shirt and probably swim trunks. Beautiful. A fashion pose coming from Chad. Maybe he used to be a model. We will once again roll for performance. And if Tia is still here, who is she cheering for this time?
Looked up pose 28 and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I rolled an 11.
Maybe she'll think pose 28 is a little too safe and cheer for Red Robin.
Amazing. Okay. So we'll add a +1 to Red Robin's final score there, coming from Tia's extra cheering. So I think that brings your score to a 12.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunately not enough. The ladies love pose 28. They're going crazy for it. They're so happy. He rolled really well on that one.
Pose 28.
They just love pose 28. They play
Pose 28.
They play the Pokemon version of Roblox, which I'm sure has a Pokemon fun name that I can't come up with right now.
This 28 is just so descriptive for the listeners. I love that.
It's Rock and Roblox.
Rock and Roblox. Rock and Roblox.
The listeners are going to Google it as Greg
Yeah, you
said
can
it
just
anyway, like I did when I was like,
Pose 20 is awesome.
like, so it's fine.
Still like dead drop pose.
There's one that's like you do like a fucking backflip, right? Sorry, that's
I don't know. I actually don't play Dress to Impress. I just like am culturally kind of advanced. Chad, in response to his victory, Chad will flex a little bit, and he's just like, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, final poses. We each have one win. It all comes down to this. And he will...
Eat for this. And then
Amazing.
I start to rev up like a helicopter. I'm going to do my signature pose. And I spin around really fast. And then the wind starts to pick up. It's so insane. And then I end on a giant, just massive flex. Ah!
Amazing.
Oh, I rolled a 22.
Amazing! Let's freaking go. Okay.
Amazing.
Chad will...
Was that a
Oh,
natural?
Not the
natural
19. Yeah, 19.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Understood.
That's still pretty sick though.
That's pretty sick. That's the sickest pose. Chad will, for the big finale, do a backflip and land in the splits because I think that's pretty cool. And definitely not
Split.
and definitely not inspired by that conversation we just had. However, since this is such an advanced technique, he will have to roll an acrobatics first.
He could fuck it up.
He could fuck it
Could fuck
up,
it up.
but he managed to stick the landing, and now he will roll his performance.
He could fuck it up, or he could fuck it up.
Fuck it up. That's what somebody in the audience is saying. They're like, fuck it up. But unfortunately, it's not enough. As the crowd cheers loudly for Red Robin's signature wrestling pose, and you will triumph in this competition. Chad will look towards you.
Boring fans. And then I'm just doing the number 1 chants the whole time. Just
Chad's like, all right, I'll have to get you that drink at some point. Nice job. There's no way I could compete with an amazing dude like you. As the crowd is cheering, they're all super excited. They're like, yeah, we love Red Robin. He's so cool. Amazing wrestler guy. We gotta check out his wrestling. They will start to die down a bit as a bit of confusion starts to settle over the crowd because the ship, which had been quickly approaching the shores of Unova, has started to slow down considerably. And there's some confusion over why this might be happening. As on the other side of the deck, a weathered fisherman has taken advantage of the slowing of the ship and is setting up his fishing rod. He's squinting at the water, adjusting his stance like he's been waiting for this lull all morning. Beside him stands a mysterious figure who's staring out at the sea as well. During the ship's voyage, a couple of crew members spotted a man floating adrift on the sea in a raft. They brought him aboard and let him enjoy safe travel to the Unova region. Jacob, will you please describe for us this man?
So he stands at about 4'9", dark skin, kind of tanned and leathered from the many years he has spent adrift out at sea. His face is covered in a long gray beard that is filled with various little shells and barnacles and tied together at the end with a piece of seaweed. Wearing a long tattered blue cloak just over his body, no other accessories, no nothing, just barely covering his like kind of mangled feet. And that is Triton.
And what Pokemon does Triton have with him?
Triton is keeping his Pokemon inside a Pokeball because he understands it is a demon from the depths of hell and he does not wish to unleash it on these kind folks that just rescued him.
So fair. And I would make the same choice. The fisherman beside Triton, who is wearing a faded red vest and a khaki bucket hat with those like cool sports sunglasses that dads wear, will look over at Triton and say, "You look like you got good sea legs, son. Not like some of these cruise layabouts. You fish?"
I feel like it's more than just like a yes or no question with Triton.
That's totally fair.
I just don't know
Who's fishing
what is the
there?
law. Yeah. No.
Is it to be a fish or to catch a fish?
We're having a philosophical discussion.
He'll respond with like a if you've been out at sea as long as I have, fish and man are all the same. We're all cut from the same cloth.
The man will,
Brother.
yeah, he'll kind of consider this for a moment and then slowly nod. Some wildest words, huh? Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Anyways, would you like to join my cult where we worship Lord Helix?
What's the Lord Helix?
It's this thing right here, and then he gives like a knock to like the shell on his head.
That looks like a rock.
I assure you, it is the crustated form of a demon, deep from beneath the waves, ready to unleash his whatever. I wasn't real clear on that. But he's real bad.
If he's
That's so sick.
if he's so bad, then why do you worship him?
I'm just kind of lonely.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's awesome.
Like, true.
True. Yeah, sometimes the fish in the sea, they keep me company too. And I'll tell you what, some of them I think are demons. I think your Lord Helix, I think he knows what he's talking about, because some of these fishes, they be demonic. They're evil. That being said, I could use your help. If you'd like to help me with the fishing, the big ones swim closer to the ship when it's slow like this. That's what the old salts say.
So you're just trying to get the fish?
Yeah. It's a nice
It
pastime.
sounds easy. And then he just jumps overboard. His intention is to grab a fish with his bare hands. I don't know what you want me to roll for it, but
Yeah, definitely. For grabbing a fish with your bare hands in the water, what would we roll for that? That feels like athletics.
I'd argue it's animal handling or
Animal
Pokemon
You know what? That's a
He
good
is
point.
Truly handling Pokemon.
He is handling the Pokemon.
Actually handling Pokemon, yeah.
sick.
Yeah, let's go with Pokemon handling.
And that's based off wisdom, which is
Yeah.
pretty fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, you're a wisdom guy.
You got it. You're in this.
Not as fucked up. That's 4 and that's a 7.
Okay.
God, the sea is a cruel mistress.
To see the old fisherman will look over at you and be like, "Oh my god, I didn't expect you to do that. Can we get some help over here? Can we get some help?" And he'll start to wave his arms for some of the crew to come over, and a nearby crew member will come running over and be like, "What seems to be the situation? Oh my god, what is that man doing in the water?" And then take the nearby life preserver, that's what they're called. I was like, what are they called? Life preserver, and toss it out to you.
He'll just make a grab for it. This isn't the first time he was rescued, right? So he's
Yeah.
familiar with this.
Yeah, he knows the drill.
he's
Yeah,
grab before.
yeah, he's
He's
got
like,
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, what are these again? Giant candy.
I like how he doesn't know what life preservers are, but he knows what candy is.
Specifically, Lifesavers candy to be like, ah, yes, that's the big version of this one particular candy.
Listen, he knew Lifesavers candy as a kid, but no one ever used the term life preserver.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. They are going to start to pull you up. I will have you make an acrobatic or athletics to hold on to the life preserver as they are doing this.
We are high rolling today, baby. That's a 5.
Okay. As they start to tug you up, they're like really like struggling because there's an old man and, you know, they're not used to doing this so much. They're really trying to pull you up. But unfortunately, as you get halfway up, you slip through the life preserver and go back into the ocean.
Oh, no.
In which case, they immediately are like, oh man, we didn't mean to, grab on again.
From the sea I come, to the sea I return.
We need help over here. There's a passenger overboard. Is there anybody strong around? As they will shout.
Somebody needs my help.
Amazing.
I just dive off at first into the water and go after.
This is it. This is the chaos for you.
Guys, please stop jumping overboard. No.
Old man, I am here. Grab onto me.
You know,
I
any
don't
other
know some of these
character
sheep.
we'll just jump into, honestly. That's fine.
Not even introduced yet.
Not even, yeah, you're not even here yet. Just go ahead and jump in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll grab I'm in the sea, I'll grab onto Triton and I'll just start scaling back up the ship with Triton fly back.
All right. Yeah, I think that's
Frisky for a first date there.
that sounds like an athletics.
Interested in you, old man. I am here to save you.
It sounds like
athletics.
an athletics.
Yeah. 17 plus 6 is 23.
Amazing. As Red Robin heroically jumps into the water with a splash, grabs hold of Triton, and scales the ship, bringing them both back to safety. You both get a sense that the Pokemon in the water that perhaps this fisherman was trying to catch are getting a little disturbed by this double jump in. And there's something large brewing beneath the water that seems to be turning the waters a bit and getting antsy. But before we get to that, another passenger is passing by with brisk purpose, a toolbox in hand, because she was given free travel aboard this ship in exchange for performing routine checks on the engine. And with the ship slowing right now, she's figuring that there must be something wrong. Richie, would you please describe what we see for us?
Yes. You see a young woman in her early 20s from the Kanto region. She has large, circular, steel gray glasses that partially obscure the features of her face, as a messy and disheveled head of blonde hair falls to her shoulders, with her bangs settling in a disorderly fashion around her spectacles. She bears the complexion of someone who spends a minimal amount of time outside, not to mention that she is well protected from the sun by a very oversized dark-colored hoodie that falls well below her waist, obscuring her possibly delicate frame. She carries a heavy-looking metallic toolbox adorned with a variety of stickers featuring logos from various technological and engineering companies, including Lapras Mechanical. She is closely followed by a hovering Magnemite, an inorganic Pokemon made of metal featuring screws, a pair of horseshoe magnets, and a singular inquisitive eye. Under the thick lenses of her glasses, she bears a focused expression, seemingly not giving way to any emotion in particular besides focus, as she hurries down to the engine.
Amazing. As she is walking with purpose, she is cut off as a small child kind of butts in front of her, seeing her toolbox, and says, Wait, Mix, can you help me?
Excuse me, I have somewhere to be.
But my toy is broken and it won't sing anymore and I need you to help fix it. And she's waving around this little toy stick with a interesting looking Pokeball on top of it.
I don't have much time, but I'll take a look.
Thank you. And as you take a look at this little light stick toy, I'd like you to roll a history real quick.
Becoming familiar with my skills. I am proficient in history, which is good. So I get 16.
Okay. As you are inspecting this little light stick, I will say you probably will have heard of something similar before. The pop stars in Unova, sometimes their fans have little light sticks that they wave during their performances, and this particular light stick is for a popular performer called Dirge, and it is his signature Pokeball on top of it that it is modeled after, which is like a black Pokeball with a eighth note in the shape of a D, like the stick side of it is the straight part of the D, and then the tail of the eighth note is the curve of the D, and it's got sparkles all over it. Normally, you think this sort of thing would light up, and it being the toy version of the light stick would sing, but right now, if you press the little button on the Pokeball, it just kind of does that staticky thing when a toy can't make noise anymore and is like.
Does it seem like something that I would know how to fix?
Probably. I would say to inspect it and to see if you can fix it. That would probably be I'd say sleight of hand is working with your tools, or if you want to roll just an intelligence check with your proficiency bonus as you're proficient with your tinkerer's tools.
Sure. A little bit lower this time. That's a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of unscrew it with a little screwdriver that you have and take a look at the mechanics of it. And it's pretty similar to some of the machines that you've worked with in the past, and is kind of similar to a Pokeball as well. So you're familiar with the schematics and are able to quickly fix it up and hand it back to her. And she immediately presses the little button, and it starts to sing some song about traveling with your Pokemon and taking the long way, and you gotta take left turns and stuff like that. And she starts dancing along to it, and it's like, thank you so much!
Yeah, don't mention it.
And she will dance away, happily waving her little light stick as it strobes.
My character will say, well, come on, Gizmo, we gotta get to the engine.
As you are making your way across the deck, you are crossing a bit of activity as another young woman searches for her lost ribbon, and two men are climbing the deck after having gone overboard. Back on, from the water, emerges a Pokemon. I would let's have Triton roll a d4 for me.
A D4, you say?
Yes.
Okay. That's a 2.
Amazing. Okay. As a rather large blue and white Pokemon jumps from the water onto the deck, splashing and spraying water everywhere. People are this Pokemon opens its mouth wide and grabs the was just talking to into its mouth. Its white whiskers branching off from the sides of its face. It's got tiny little white fins in comparison to its body, and a crown of dorsal fins atop its head. Darker blue markings all over its body, and people are immediately rushing away from the deck as it flaps around and begins to attack you all. We will all roll for initiative.
That's crazy. I got 11.
I got an 8.
I got a nat 20.
Whoa.
I got a 2. I am just fucking high rolling tonight. Actually, I got a crit fail. Does that matter? It was a natural 1.
No, not for initiative. This Pokemon is large and has a very big mouth and squinty eyes and whiskers, and is flopping around on the deck with a small child in its mouth. As it turns to Tia, it is your turn.
All right, we're gonna use Astonish on the beast, which is make a ranged attack against a creature doing ghost damage on a hit. On a natural attack roll of 15 or more, the target flinches. Let's see what we got. Does a 12 hit?
Yes, a 12 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
5 damage, 5 ghosty damage.
As Sippy the Sinisty will stick her little tongue out and waggle it at this large Pokemon, it will be taken aback and take a little bit of damage. It is now the creature's turn, as it will lock eyes on the Pokemon that just attacked it and spray water at you. It is going to roll to hit. That is quite good. That was a dirty 20. I assume that will hit.
What was the to hit?
Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna hit.
Just a wee bit.
So I could either... How does, like, my ability... So my ability is weak armor when I get hit by a physical attack. Is it a physical attack?
No, this is a special attack that it is
Just-
performing.
Okay.
This week,
But I can use withdraw, which I can spend a reaction to increase my AC by... Oh. No. If I increase my AC by 2, that will not fix it. Okay. Then that's not worth using right now. Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
We're getting hit.
You're
Sorry.
getting it. It will spray you back, matching your damage with 5 water type damage to Sippy the Sinisty, as the little girl cries from within, "Help me!" And that will end the Dondozo's turn.
Okay.
I was about to say.
I was trying to figure out, I was like, how big we talking? Like-
Have we determined whether or not the little girl has commander?
Let's find out, actually. Hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Investigation? Little girl, you commander?
are you commander?
Dondozo's massive.
This is on the smaller side of Dondozo. He's taking up most.
So
He's taking up most of the deck, though. He's hit the deck pretty hard, and he's crushed the chairs underneath him.
yeah, based on scale, it's really interesting because he's like 40 feet almost, but only 485 pounds. For 40 feet, that's light.
He's got a light diet. He only eats tatsugiris.
That's true.
It's all that space for Tatsugiri to be inside its mouth and make a home there.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Small apartment.
It's my summer vacation home, yeah.
Exactly. That will bring us to Kit with Red Robin on deck.
Okay. Kit is going to turn to her partner Gizmo and say, "Gizmo, I think we need to kill this guy." And will issue Gizmo to use Thundershock on Dondozo.
Is that a roll to hit or a
Damn.
save?
Sorry, nobody said it.
Said what?
Oh, the damn.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, Gizmo just kind of zaps and beeps. How do I play this game? I fucking forgot. It's been so long.
What the fuck is this game, dude?
Not the DM in Crisis.
Yeah, like I'm so out of my element right now. Okay, it's a roll to hit.
Amazing.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, that will hit.
Wahoo! Rolling. I'm assuming super effective damage.
Correct.
So we're gonna double the dice.
Correct.
Okay. Hopefully this doesn't electrocute the kid, but we'll see.
Well, I would say if you want to not hit the kid, maybe roll a dex, or I don't know
Sure.
if that would even help. Like, can you control that?
I don't know how skilled Gizmo is. They are level 1, so
Gizmo's a little guy. Yeah, we'll roll a dex to see how well you can aim this.
that's a 19.
Okay. Yes, you are confident that this will not hurt the child. If you'd like to, and roll your damage.
Perfect. And that will be 13 points of super effective electric type damage.
Amazing. As Gizmo the Magnemite zaps this Dondozo, it does the characteristic cartoonish thing where it gets outlined in yellow and you can only see the bones for a moment, and it will take a significant amount of damage. That will take us to Red Robin with Triton on deck.
All right, so me and my guy Santo, I'm gonna tell him we have to prep for our signature move to save this child, and then we'll have Santo do a home clause to start to prepare that. So he's gonna just give himself a little buffy buff, and in the meantime, Red Robin's gonna try to heroically save this child from the mouth of Dondozo.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna rush up there and try to pull the child out of his mouth.
Okay, I would say that would probably be in athletics or acrobatics.
I think we'll
You're
go
like-
with athletics.
Kind of grappling the child in a way.
So that's a 17.
Okay. I would say that you are easily able to grab the child, but you are not yet out of, like, you're both kind of still in the Dondozo's mouth, but you are
Okay.
able to grab hands and locate the child.
Very good.
And she's like, "Save me! You gotta help me!"
I'm going to get you out of here, little child.
The cadence on that was so funny.
Little child.
Amazing.
Does she still have her dirge wand?
Yeah, I'll say she's gripping it with her hand that is not wrapped around Red Robin right now. Amazing. Okay,
I think that's it for me, yeah.
cool. That will take us to Triton with Tia on deck. What am I saying? Everybody's on deck. Ha ha ha. Anyways, sorry.
I've been holding off for like 3 moves to make that joke.
Sorry.
Like, this person on deck. I'm like, I'm already on a deck. Anyways, Triton, seeing the severity of the situation, will rustle within his cloak. He'll stick his hands in there and he'll pull out a blue orb with yellow, almost lightning stripe lines around it. And he will say, I promise never to summon this demon again, but it's desperate times. And then he'll begin to rub it and he'll say, desperate time to help a little one, but now it is time to flee and run. For now you will meet the ocean sun, a cursed demon by which you are outdone. With this orb, your end has begun. I summon thee, the deep one! And then the quick ball flies open, the animating laser comes out, and it is the tiniest Krabby you have ever seen in your life.
Hell yeah.
That was amazing. I'm giving you an
So,
inspiration for that, by the way.
Yeah, you are.
That was amazing.
Hell yeah. Is that my whole action, or does the deep one get
No,
an action?
yeah, the deep one can still move.
Yeah, what is he gonna do? Well, I got 2 options here. So I think the deep one, he's a very grumpy Krabby, just for note for the listener. So he comes out and he's kind of mad. He's like upset that he has to be outside, and he's not making any noise, but he's like snapping his pincers, and he's like ping, 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 ping. You can tell he's mad and he's out here. And so he sees this whale making all this ruckus, and he's going to shoot bubbles at him. He's going to make 3 consecutive ranged attacks. We noted out that I have to call all 3 where they're going before I roll.
Yes.
Am I rolling for 1, then rolling for damage, or am I rolling to hit 3 times, then rolling
It doesn't matter. It's up
for
to you.
damage? Okay.
Whatever's easier for you.
It's probably faster to just roll to see if each one hits and then just total the damage, right?
Let's
Yeah.
Total the damage, yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you all know
Okay.
where they're going, then it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, they're all going to the same one.
Yeah.
So, first one is... Holy shit, it's the highest I rolled all night. 19.
Yep, that'll hit.
Second one is... dirty 21.
Yup.
Third one is... 15.
Yep, all 3 of those will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All 3 connect. Okay.
It's resisted too, right?
Yes, this will be resisted as well.
Teachers resisted.
I was about to say that, but thank you, yes.
I was wondering, because it is a 1d4 of damage, so I don't know how we would cleanly divide that, unless you just
Yeah,
want me to flip 3 coins.
I think you just total and then cut
Sure.
it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Total is 18, so half
Half
of that
to
is
9?
9.
Yeah,
Some
Yep.
pretty significant damage still. As the deep one unleashes these 3 powerful bubbles that each pop onto Dondozo's skin, hisses and recoils a bit from this damage.
It hisses? Can I hear that? What does it sound like?
What is it? It's a catfish, right? So it gets hiss, so that's like totally
Got
normal.
it.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's normal.
Oh, like you
No,
can't.
you're right.
It's like-
Yeah, I can picture it now. Thank you.
I actually don't know what Dondozo's cry sounds like. I'm blanking on it right
It's like,
now. He's like,
Perfect.
that's what he says. He sounds like that right now. Yep. Okay. It is Tia's turn now. Sorry. Is there anything else you wanted to do with your turn, Triton? I think you covered both of your actions.
Yeah,
Unless you have
Triton's just gonna like yell out to everybody, be like, get back, I've unleashed the demon.
Yeah, people are definitely alarmed by this. Any people that are around, most people have moved away from the deck at this point and are gathered somewhere you cannot see anymore, probably inside the ship itself. Amazing. Now I will bring us to Tia's turn.
We're gonna go for another Astonish. So we're gonna roll to hit again. So that's a 15 plus 3 to hit, which should hit.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
And because it's a natural 15 or more, the target's gonna flinch.
Amazing.
And then that's 1d6 plus 3 damage. 4 plus 3, 7 ghosty damage. And a flinch.
A beautiful flinch. With another waggle of Sippy's tongue, Dundozo will flinch from this, having been barraged by all of these attacks against it. And is that all for Tia's turn?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Now that we are on Dundozo itself's turn, having been flinched, it will now have a disadvantage on any attack rolls, skill checks, or saving throws it makes for the end of its next turn. And then if it activates a move that requires a saving throw during that time, the target will have advantage on the roll, which we will do right now as it opens its mouth wide, giving a view to Red Robin and the child kind of half sticking out of its mouth, and let out a very large, a very high-pitched screech. And I will need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw. But you have advantage. Everybody has advantage. So it's a lot of dice to roll. My apologies, but you will all have advantage because it's been glitched. The DC for this will be 12.
Cool.
Ah, shit.
Kit 13, Gizmo 16.
Triton dirty 20, the deep one 13.
Tia fails because I rolled a 2 and her wisdom is -2.
Did you roll with advantage?
That is with advantage.
Oh
yeah,
man, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Sippy passes with the dirty 20.
Red fails with double 9s, and Santo passes with an 8.
Okay. All of the people in Pokemon who failed will be confused.
Tia's lost.
You're lost. You're just like, what is going on?
Where's my bow?
Where's my bow? This confusion, during it, you will lose the ability to take reactions, and then before you make any action, you have to roll a d20, and on a result of 10 or lower, you have to hurt yourself instead, and 16 or higher, you will no longer be confused. That will be all for Dondozo. Kit, it is your turn.
So our level 1 action economy is still 2 actions? Or like 1?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. I would like Kit to make an investigation check to see if something is agitating Dondozo in particular.
Sure, go for it.
That's a 9.
Yeah, you figure it might have been the ship, like, kind of moving slowly, might have agitated it. Maybe these two large men, or I guess, I don't know, maybe if Triton is very large. But these two men dropping into the ocean might have disturbed it. You're not really quite sure what exactly has disturbed this large fish.
Okay, fair enough. It's like a flat deck, right? There's no, like, stairs or anything nearby. It's just...
It is kind of a 2-tiered deck. You right now are on the lower portion, but towards the back, towards, like, where the inside of the ship is, there are stairs to an upper deck.
Okay. Thank you for the description, but I actually think it's going to stay put. And then...
fair enough.
Gizmo will hover in place and loose another Thunder Shock.
Amazing.
And that's a crit, baby. First one.
Let's go!
Okay, super effective crit.
Let's go!
Do I need to roll another dex to not zap the child?
I'll say with an at 20, you got it.
Okay, cool. So the base damage for this attack is 12, and I'm rolling on top of that. 19.
Amazing. How would you like to knock out this Dondozo?
Yeah! I'm explicitly picturing the Nintendo 64 Magnemite animation where they, like, hover and they're bouncing in the air and the magnets are twirling and Gizmo's, like, screws are going in and out and just unleashes a massive bolt of lightning that seems like far greater than what Gizmo's little body can actually produce and zaps into Dondozo's body as it flails about, and it does the cartoon thing where you see its bones. Ideally, when it flops to the ground defeated, then it also has X's in its eyes and steam is rising from its body like a cooked catfish.
Amazing. Yes,
You can cook those?
We will drop them at initiative, and the fisherman will look at all of you gratefully as he was watching nearby and say, "Wow, it looks like we got dinner for everyone."
No reaction.
No reaction. That's fair.
Oh, you good
He walks-
protein.
He walks away dejected. He's like, man, they really didn't like that.
I'm actually not very hungry, but thank you.
I don't eat fish that I've met.
Sorry, that really got me. You also get an inspiration. That was very good. That really got me. That
Triton will be like, "Oh boy, catfish dinner! Can't wait!" And then he realizes that he has not returned to the deep one to his orb of sealing, and so he'll be like, "Oh god, the demon's still loose. Where is it?" And then he feels a pinch on his ass, and he'll go, "Oh god, it's attacking!" And the Krabby is just latched onto his butt. And so he's kind of just like running around in circles with like a Krabby attached to his ass.
Peak comedy. Chicken chaser peak comedy.
That's beautiful.
Do you need help with that?
Nope. I got the thing right here. Here we go. And then he'll do the thing. The de-animating laser, little red laser shoots out of the Pokeball, and he'll be like, "This is a magical orb. I was gifted by Lord Helix."
Sir, I believe that's a quick ball.
What the fuck is a quick ball?
You know, don't worry about it.
I won't.
Bye.
I like the energy that one's giving off.
And Kit's gonna go to the engine room.
Amazing. As you make your way down into the lower decks, you make your way towards a stairwell marked authorized personnel only with a heavy hatch that clicks open with magnetic locks, easily opened by you because you have access. Inside, the air is dense and warm, tinged with the faint ozone of electricity and metal dust. The floor is grated metal and the ceiling is low, every inch of space being taken up by a labyrinth of sleek pipes, coolant tanks, and humming core lines that pulse with soft blue light. A pair of massive turbine cylinders dominate the center, rotating in perfect rhythm, one branded with the Lapras Mechanical logo. Thick power cables snake along the floor, converging toward a glowing central console rimmed with diagnostic monitors. Most of the LED status strips blink green, but a few flicker yellow if examined closer. A low warning chime softly pings once every minute, a diagnostic quirk, according to the logs. Above the turbines, a suspended catwalk offers access to the upper venting system and emergency shutoff valves. Would you like to inspect closer?
Yes, please. Really take a look. In the meantime, Kit will mutter to herself, like, for the first commercial voyage and they wanted me to be the engineer, this seems like a little ridiculous, but I'll figure it out.
All right. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Not good. 7.
The first thing that you notice is that towards the back of the engine room, one of the large pressure gauges is hissing, as it seems there is a release valve stuck slightly open.
Okay, I will instruct Gizmo to go over and rotate the valve or displace it back to its normal position using their incredible magnetic powers.
Amazing. I will ask him to make a very easy sleight of magnet check.
Excellent. That's a 21, baby.
Yeah, get her done, Gizmo. Gizmo easily goes over to the valve and, with little effort, turns it, and the pressure slowly drops until the hiss abates, and one of the diagnostic chimes from the center console stops.
Nice job, buddy.
The ship continues to move along slowly. It seems there still might be some other things wrong in the engine room.
Okay. There's still yellow LEDs.
Yes.
Okay. Gotta investigate the cause. Gotta see what's going on.
Okay, go ahead and roll another investigation.
Okay, hopefully better this time. Much better. Another 21.
Okay. As you follow some of the cable lines from the center console, you see a relay junction box with one of the circuit breakers tripped. Maybe something from a pressure imbalance or a power spike elsewhere in the system caused it to be tripped.
Okay, I'm going to assume that Kit has the tools for the job on hand in her toolbox and will get to work on making it happen.
Amazing. It's just like a switch that needs to be flipped, so you're easily able to
No, kids
Yeah,
make sure to
no, you make sure.
pliers and a wrench,
Yeah.
screwdriver.
Like jumper cables and amazing. Yeah,
Actually,
why
there's
not?
a breaker box in the house and it trips. It's like, well, I guess I need my wrench.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, okay, yeah. If it's a simple job, Kit can take care of that. No problem.
Amazing. A few sparks will kind of jump as you flip the breaker back on, and it's another of the diagnostic yellow lights goes to green. Is that the ship seems to pick up a little bit more as some power seems to be returning to the ship, but there still seems to be something wrong.
Another thing?
There's another thing.
Well, we gotta go check it out. What are we looking at?
We will roll
Another investigation.
one final investigation, yes. Perhaps. I don't know. Maybe there's more.
11?
As you spend some time searching through the engine room, it takes a little bit longer to find what else could possibly be wrong, as all of the circuit breaker that you just fixed and the pressure gauges, the various devices and coolant tanks seem to be just fine, as you will start to discover what exactly caused all of these problems to be triggered. We will go back to the others on deck, who are presumably still milling about after the Dondozo attack, as some other security members from the crew of the ship are kind of rushing, having taken a little bit longer to get to the scene of the attack. One of them will turn towards the three of you and focus in on Triton, as he points at the helix fossil atop Triton's head and say, "Wait a minute. Did you steal that from the shipment of artifacts below deck?"
Triton will just say a simple like, "Nope, this has been attached to my head as long as I can remember. It isn't that long."
Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
10.
In response, the security guard will cross his arms and be like, "Yeah, likely story. You should come with me. I want to make sure we get this checked out." And then he'll look over and, recognizing Red Robin, be like, "You should come with us as well." And then he picks up his walkie-talkie and says, "We've got a situation on the front lower deck. Could you find the nice lady with the artifact shipment? I think one of the other passengers stole from it. All right, both of you, come with me." As he will start to make his way below deck, grabbing.
Is there a
Triton by
tiny
the
man
arm.
on that little black box?
Have you never seen a walkie-talkie before?
Walkie what?
All right, your games aren't very fun. Come with me.
Sir, I'm so sorry for my uniform. It got destroyed due to my muscles.
He seems to only just now notice that you are no longer wearing your uniform, and he's just like, yeah, no worries. We'll grab another one for you while we're below deck."
Do you have a size bigger? I don't want it to rip again. I feel very responsible.
"Yeah, we should have a few more sizes for you."
Wonderful.
Can I get one too?
"You don't work here, sir."
You could hire him. He's
No.
very resilient.
"I'm not gonna hire somebody who stole from a shipment on board."
No, he said he always had it. Did you not hear him?
He's clearly lying,
What? Why would he lie?
because he doesn't want to get caught for stealing that artifact.
Does he have no honor?
"Sir, do you have honor?" He will say to Triton.
Triton will he'll put his hand back on his Helix fossil helmet, and he'll say, "This is Lord Helix. He is here to await the alignment of the stars to awaken and reestablish his dominance over all the Earth."
Is that a yes or?
I didn't hear an answer to my question.
Oh yeah, you did ask a question, didn't you? Well, I forgot.
You were the strangest man
Man, forget.
This is what I'm saying. I don't think he's very honorable. Sir, you are the strangest man I've ever met.
I take that as a compliment.
He is the top one. That's pretty good.
As the three of you are making your way below the decks, Tia, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna ask Chad if he's seen my bow.
Okay. Chad will be like, what does it look like?"
I point to the one bow that's still attached to my space bun and say, "It looks just like this one, but it was on my other bun. I don't know where it went."
"Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, you know what? I actually don't think I've seen that, though.
I can't get off this boat until I find my bow. The outfit has to be on point.
Dude, that, like, totally sucks. I can, like, help you look for it. Maybe it's, like, below deck or something.
You're willing to help me look?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Oh, dude.
Sure.
I can like totally help you.
I could totally help you look for that, dude.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Bat's eyelashes.
Don't mention it, little dude.
Not little dude.
Not a little
Immediately
dude.
little dude zoned.
Immediately, little dude.
God, he got- Bro, he
I hate when that happens to me.
dude zone.
Sorry, he says little dude.
It's not too bad in the little dude zone.
Alright,
As
if he's suggesting we look below deck, I'll go to look below deck.
amazing, you kind of are a little bit behind Red Robin, Triton, and the other security guard as they are making their way down the deck, passing hallways with beautiful blue waves along them, the wallpaper of the hallways. The air getting colder as you descend into the cargo hold on the lowest deck of the ship, lined with massive shipping containers and weathered crates secured with thick belts. Some are wood, others reinforced metal, and there's a shipment towards the back with different stickers all over them, some of them with the Colossian flag, some with the Univan flag, all labeled ship to Dr. Sharona, Undella Town, Univa region. And that is where the security guard will take you. As you are making your way, a young woman will start to make her way into the cargo hold as well. She has bushy brown hair and wears a white turtleneck with a black hooded vest over it and leggings under her torn jean shorts with knee-high hot pink boots. And she says, I was summoned by somebody? What do we have going on here? As the security guard will point to Triton and say, I think he stole from one of your shipments, ma'am.
Triton will just wave.
Amazing. And with that, we will return back to Kit in the engine room. As I would like you to... Yes, sorry, go ahead.
Has the issue been identified, or like the problem, the machinery that's acting up?
Yes, as you are able to finally identify what is most likely the source of what is going on. Through the grated floor, you see that a seared power conduit glows white hot. A key circuit line beneath the left turbine has been cut cleanly in half, as if sliced by an impossibly fine blade. One end spits arcs of plasma lightning, dancing chaotically around it, and the other trembles with built-up charge, the pressure behind it like a held breath. As you lean closer, you hear that a rapid clicking is emitting from a backup capacitor. It's trying to route the power through alternate paths, but this circuit is too critical. If the pressure isn't discharged or the current depleted, in the next few minutes, the energy will likely destabilize. That means an arc burst strong enough to rupture the turbine housing, and likely take the rest of the engine room and possibly the ship with it.
Oh, jeez. What do you think, Gizmo? Do you think you could rechannel that electricity through the correct circuit, or are you not ready for that yet?
Make an investigation roll for Gizmo real quick.
Kid didn't bring her PPE, so she's not ready for this arc work quite yet. 15.
Okay. Gizmo will look over at you, because he's been searching the room as well, and gesture down at something that he found as well while he was searching that is pretty close by to where this cut power conduit is. You see a purple ribbon, and remember, a very similar ribbon tied around one of the pink-haired Tia's buns that you just saw earlier, as the scent of Galarian breakfast tea lingers in the air. He will look at you and then point at the ribbon.
Kit will say, how did this get here? And Gizmo, how is this going to help with this problem?
Gizmo will kind of shrug his little magnet arms and then kind of narrow his eye resolutely as he nods and starts to make his way towards the charge to finish the circuit if you will let him.
Yeah, Kit will throw her hoodie on her head, pull it over her eyes to hopefully not get blinded because again she's missing her PPE, and will trust Gizmo to do the machinist thing, I guess.
Cool. Okay. Gizmo will slowly hover into place to complete the circuit as the charge surges through him, and he spasms for a moment. Have him make a con save for me.
Oh, Gizmo, don't explode. It would be so sad if you exploded. He rolled a 2. His
Oh, no.
2, so he got a 4.
Gizmo, no! Okay. Yeah, you will watch as he spasms. Ultimately, the power does seem to be moving through him pretty quickly, but a flash of light blinds through the room for a second. You're able to still not be as astonished by it because of your hoodie over your eyes, as he is kind of spasming in place, sparks jumping along his body, and the turbine will stabilize. The warning lights will dim and turn green once again, and the core seems to have been fixed. However, you will notice that Magnemite Gizmo has taken a large amount of damage from this particular event. He will take 15 damage from this event.
Can his sturdy activate? Is that allowed?
Yeah, I'll say.
It's still a random chance, but... Oh, he got it. He gets to have the damage, so that rounds down, right?
Yes.
Truncate. It was 15, so instead it's going to be 7. Okay, that's huge. Way to go, Gizmo. Nice job. Does it seem like Gizmo has to stay there to complete the circuit, or is it just, like, repaired now?
Yes, you will notice that he seems to be holding that circuit complete, and if you remove him again, it might cause the problem again.
Okay. Well, Gizmo, I guess this is where you're living until we can make it to land, but I hope it actually, like, feels energizing a little bit. Maybe it actually feels good. How you feeling?
He seems to be a little rattled, but he is resolutely holding in place. But
Okay, you stay here, buddy, and I gotta give this bow back to whoever it belongs to.
the center console will beep, and if you check it, you will see that it will display a message saying that the temporary reroute was successful. However, the stabilization will only last for 10 minutes.
Oh, God. Does Kit know how much longer the voyage is?
Yeah, you probably figure you're about at least a half hour out from shore.
Uh-oh. All right. While Kit is definitely a skilled machinist and tinkerer, she has no experience operating on machines of this size and nature, so along her journey to return the bow, she's also gonna try and find if there's any other engineer who works for Lapras Mechanical who might be able to help the situation, because Gizmo can't do it for that long.
When Gizmo was slotted back into the circuit of the ship, in the hole, the cargo hole, you all felt the ship lurch forward as it began to very quickly pick up speed again, and the various wooden boxes around you slipped free from their holds, and a few crashed against the far wall as the ship surged forward, spilling various artifacts across the floor. You see some crystals and gems. You see ancient slabs of stone with etchings arced into them, ancient weaponry, some shields and swords, some jewelry, an intricate silver locket, a small ring, all spill across the floor as the ship surges forward once again.
Would I recognize any of the writing on any of the slabs or any of the artifacts?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
Has that language been revealed to me?
Can
Can I make it in Arcana?
I was going to say, yeah. Let's
yeah.
do Arcana instead, yeah.
I am proficient. Ooh, that's awesome. And Arcana is based off int. That's less awesome. That's actually way less awesome. That made it an 8.
Okay.
I'm a -2 in int.
Yeah, as you look at these stone slabs and things that are strewn across, the language is garbled nonsense. It's just random symbols and things that you really can't make sense of. However, sometimes you kind of get an impulse from Lord Helix about certain things, And a couple of the objects, particularly the jewelry, seem to intrigue Lord Helix a little bit, but you're not sure why.
Okay. He's not going to make an action on it right now, but he is just going to be eyeing that jewelry, like very slowly, like just kind of making his way over there, like just very nonchalantly, like as everyone else is reacting, he's just kind of do 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 do.
Fair enough. As Tia and Chad make their way through the decks of the ship, I will ask Tia to roll an investigation to see just how quickly you're able to move through the different hallways as you look for your bow.
What is
and I'll-
investigation?
Yeah, and I'll give you advantage because Chad is helping you.
Okay. With advantage, 19.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to move pretty quickly through the different hallways. It's a pretty small ship. It doesn't carry that many people. And you have found no trace of your bow as you are making your way, as you finally emerge into the storage hole, seemingly at the same time as the woman who is in charge of the artifact storage. And you come upon the scene of the ship surging forward and all of the artifacts tumbling out.
Oh no, this is a mess.
Just then, Kit will emerge from the engine room, which is sort of adjacent to the entrance to the storage hole, which will prompt the woman to turn around and say, "What was that? The ship just moved forward really quickly. Is everything okay?"
We've got a problem. I've got it fixed for now, but is there a chief engineer on board? I can't do this myself.
I think, yeah, I mean, there's other engineers on board, I think. What's going on with the engine? I don't know. I have a little bit of experience. I might be able to help.
Can I just summarize roleplay that Kit can eloquently
Yeah.
describe and explain exactly what it
Absolutely, yes.
and finish off with and Magnemite's holding it together, but he can only do it for about 10 minutes, and it's going to take at least half an hour to make it to shore.
She will consider this for a moment and say, "Oh wow, yeah, that does sound like an issue. I think we can double check. I hope this will be able to help, but I think there's something in my shipment that might be able to help. There's an ancient artifact from the time of the Kingdom of the Veil that they used to use to stabilize during storms, something with the weather that can conduct electricity. We might be able to use that. Would you mind helping me look for it?"
Absolutely, whatever would help.
Okay, let's get going. And she'll make her way back to the shipment and be like, "This is such a mess. Everything's all strewn about."
But first, Kit will warily lock eyes with Tia and say, I think this is yours," and hand over the bow that was found in the engine room.
My bow! She literally picks up Kit and does like a spin around hug
Oh,
So cute.
over her bow being found.
Kit looks very uncomfortable with this surprise contact, but leans into it a little bit because Kit is glad to have done a good deed.
Thank you so much. However, can I repay you?
Maybe you can help me and this kind woman find this artifact?
Absolutely. Chad, we need to find something else. And I like snap.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. You got it.
Some yeah.
Yeah, I could totally do that.
The roll to search for
Yes,
this thing.
yes, everybody who is searching for the item, roll an investigation. Rolling lots of investigation. We're just investigating. We're crazy like that. Or
Yeah.
I will say,
Investigate it.
I'm in the
Yeah,
room,
let's do
right?
this.
Are we all? in the
yes,
room?
yes, everybody is in the cargo hold at this point.
Okay.
9?
14.
What was this investigation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ant, awesome. That brought it down to a 12.
Yeah, I guess I'm looking at an 8.
All right. Yeah, everybody is scrambling through these artifacts, and you find various other things. You find a music box, the kind with a handle that you can turn and feed in a piece of music with the notes punched out to play. That is intricate and wooden. You find a wooden flute, find some masks and war horns and various things, but you're unable to find exactly what the woman was describing. The security guard who brought you down here will look to her and say, "Miss, do you recognize the item atop this weird old man's head? I think he stole it from this collection." And the woman will look at it and be like, "No, that didn't come from my shipment at all. Thanks for checking, I guess." And after a couple minutes of searching, the lights will flicker out, leaving you all in darkness save for the very dim emergency red lights. I would like everybody to make a perception check.
Oh God.
Perception check.
I guess I'll wait till after the perception check.
Is it wisdom?
Wisdom,
Yeah,
yep.
Wisdom.
Dirty
Okay,
20.
so -2 is 13.
Oh,
14.
I got a. Oh, this is perception. I'm proficient. Dirty 23.
Triton, as the lights go out, you see something dimly glowing, a faint green, around the corner from one of the crates that none of you were able to check yet. It might be a lantern of some sort that could help you see.
Okay. Triton will just go and grab it.
Okay. As you pick up,
Be like, hey, I found this thing. Is this do any good?
as you pick it up, you find that it is in fact a lantern of dark bronze, swirling wind etching all over it, and where a wick might be in the center. Instead, you see a core of cloudy crystal, pulsing faintly with a pale green light, like a storm cloud caught in glass. And it gives off no heat as you lift it, as you expect a lantern would, but the air around it smells faintly of ozone and rain on stone. On closer inspection, you do see a tiny sliding switch at the bottom, currently set at the leftmost setting. It's very dim. You can barely see 2 feet around you with it.
Can I make some sort of check to see if this has to deal with something with the storms, the wearing crowns of cloud and thunder?
Sure. That's probably an Arcana check.
I like that the rest of the party has no fucking idea what I'm talking about. Damn, I didn't really think this Arcana thing through.
Oh, no.
Proficiency and intelligence just cancel each other out. That's
Well,
flat 10.
it cancels each other out at least. With a flat 10, you're not sure.
Sick.
At the moment, it seems to be something related to some sort of storms, but it's just a lantern.
Okay, and
Is-
remind me, what was the artifact that the lady had mentioned earlier?
She was kind of vague in her description, but she described it as some sort of cylinder that the ancient people of the Kingdom of the Vale used during storms to help regulate the weather, and that it seems to have some sort of natural current.
So I think this is the thing.
Uh,
I'll walk up to the lady and be like, was this the thing?
As you are approaching, she will see the light from it and say, "Hey, could you turn up that lantern? I can barely see with that."
Yeah, sure thing. And he'll just start like poking it and trying to like find some kind of knob or something to turn.
Okay. As you slide the switch that you found on its surface, an explosion will burst from the center of this lantern. As in a burst of green and purple, a Pokémon will surge upward from within. A monstrous figure blasting jagged holes clean through the decks of the ship. A split second later,
Didn't mean to do it.
wind howls through the gap as a shadowed form rises into the air. Wings like thunderheads unfurl, its tail of violet nothing more than a streak in the sky. Cruel talons flex, raking the air. Green feathers shimmer in the light of an encroaching storm, as a pair of glowing yellow eyes gleam from above a twisting white mustache, staring down at you. Above, the sky changes, storm clouds gathering at an unnatural speed, spiraling into a vortex that wasn't there moments ago. Thunder cracks like a gunshot as rain begins, sudden and heavy, forming puddles in the ruptured hole. More of the relics around you topple, and a heavy urn smashes against the steel floor with a sound like a broken bell. A fragmented banner unfurls, its faded emblem soaking and distorting in the rising water.
Well, I guess we don't really need Gizmo to be doing this anymore, so I'm gonna go get him back.
Beside you,
This is not very cash money.
the woman plants her feet against the rocking deck as her vest flaps in the rising wind. She sends out a Pokeball. A massive flame-collared Pokemon with a pig snout hits the deck with a thunderous stomp. I didn't think it was possible, but I think you've just unleashed the legendary Pokemon Tornadus. Embor, let's go! And the two of them will dash towards the upper deck.
Oh God.
Yeah, she
Hit-
way fucking got counterpicked, bro.
She
Such
got
a bad
counter big
pick.
dude. What the fuck? It's fucked
Yeah,
up.
Hurricane.
Right? Like,
They
oh,
teach you
dude.
nothing about type matchups.
That's why we need Gizmo to beat Tornadus immediately.
Yeah, I better go get Tor. Go get
Yeah,
something.
Kit, you are able to make your way back to the engine room and see that everything seems to be pulsing with electromagnetic energy, and you find Gizmo dislodged from the circuit, probably pushed out from the storm beginning, and he looks
Oh,
up at you warily.
Just because he relies on magnetism to float around, and this is a chaotic situation, I'm actually gonna recall him into his homemade Pokeball, and then we'll regroup with the rest of the party as fast as I can.
While all this chaos is going on, can I take a moment to investigate the jewelry that Lord Helix was interested in earlier?
Yeah, why not? Go for it. Yeah, investigate.
I gotta love intelligence rolls. That's another flat 10.
Okay. Yeah,
You
I
should just
mean,
get Kit to look for you. That's fine.
she's got nothing else going on at the moment. Yeah, they're really pretty and cool. And there's a locket, there's a ring, there's various things. There's nothing like physically about them that's really drawing you to them other than them being pretty and possibly about to tarnish in the water gathering in the storage hole right now. But yeah, there's something about Lord Helix that's like pulling you towards them. There's some sort of energy about them that's just weird.
Cool. I guess I'll just say what he do and you tell me the roll. He's gonna stash them under his helmet.
Is he doing that?
You just like swipe them. Yeah.
He doesn't want people to notice that he's doing this?
Yeah, it's best to probably avoid it at the moment.
Okay, then yeah, probably a sleight of hand.
Good old fashioned sleight of hand. Oh, thank God, a stat that I'm not minusing. That's a 15.
Okay, yeah. I don't think anybody's passive perception is higher than a 15. And everybody's pretty focused on the other things going on right now, so you're easily able to stash them without notice.
Dick.
What's everybody else up to? Red Robin and Tia?
What the fuck was that thing? Tia fixes her bow. Chad, do you have any Pokemon that can fight whatever the fuck that is?
Oh, it's just me and Crawdon, dude. But Crawdon and I
Oh,
can
yeah,
handle
yeah,
this.
yeah.
No problem at all.
Hell yeah.
This is normal Tornadus, right?
I thought it was.
I thought this was Therian.
Is it
Yeah.
Therian?
It's
Okay.
Therian. Yep,
I just knew it was
Yeah.
one of the genies. That is all I knew.
it is
Oh,
a
yeah.
genie. That's all you need.
You there, bird, do you challenge me?
The bird is like high above the ship at this point.
Come down here, I will take you myself.
Oh, God.
The bird will caw.
You do not scare me, my iron body is invincible. Meet me here.
I'm gonna say I don't think there's much you can do to intimidate a bird that is so far away, but I will have you roll an intimidation just for like general, like how everybody else around you is feeling.
Cool. I have proficiency in it. So that is a 19.
Yeah. Everybody around you right now is like a little bit in awe of like your bravado at challenging this massive legendary Pokemon and are a little bit invigorated as they like Chad and the security guard start to rush their way back up to the top of the deck with their Pokemon in tow. Are you guys going to
Chat.
make your way back up
Guess
on
we're
dock
all
as well?
heading upstairs.
Yeah,
I would-
it's a
I would
help
think
out
so,
when
yeah.
you can. Yeah, jeez.
Okay. As you emerge onto the deck, chaos reigns. Passengers scream and scatter as wind whips across the ship in vicious, unpredictable bursts. Umbrellas tear free, spinning off into the sky, and chairs slide across the slickened deck, crashing into railings and Pokemon alike. The band has long since stopped playing, their instruments abandoned, as the musicians cling to anything bolted down. A young trainer loses hold of their Pidgey as it's yanked upward in a gust, flapping desperately before managing to stabilize and circling back, searching for its human in the swirling downpour. Crew members shout over the wind, their voices barely audible through the roar of the storm. Port side! Get to the port side! We've got to deploy the lifeboats! One such crew member, soaking through and shivering with adrenaline, throws themselves towards a lifeboat housing unit, grabbing a steel bar for balance as the ship tilts sharply again. They claw at the fastening straps with trembling hands, finally managing to rip back the lid of one of the emergency lifeboats. But beneath the tarp, there's a glossy, unmistakable sphere. Red top, white bottom. What the? The Voltorb begins to tremble, its eyes narrowing into furious slits as crackling yellow energy pulses across its surface. The crew member's eyes widen as he throws himself backwards just in time as the Pokemon lets out a shriek of static and detonates in a flash of blinding white, blasting splinters of wood and metal outward in a concussive burst. The lifeboat is ripped apart from the inside, smoke curling up through a gaping hole now torn through the hole. The deck shudders beneath everyone's feet as the ship seems to take on even more damage, the tilt of the floor growing sharper, the rain now driving sideways. Coughing and slightly scorched, the crewman staggers to his feet and spins around, eyes wild with panic. There's Voltorbs in the lifeboats! Screams erupt anew as passengers push past each other in frantic waves, toppling over luggage and crates and Pokemon, trying to find their friends and their footing. A Machoke from security desperately holds a safety railing in place as it tears loose from its bolts. And somewhere above, lightning strikes as Tornadus caws, his silhouette backlit by cyclonic clouds. The wind seems to be laughing.
I laugh back at the wind.
That's fucked up, yo.
That's fucked up, yo.
This is not very cash money.
None of this has been cash money.
Can I tell Tornadus this is very not cash money of him?
Yeah, definitely.
You have to scream it though.
Yeah, you do have to scream.
The wind's very loud.
Yeah, if you want to
Cash money of you!
if you want to like roll a performance to see if you can get projection enough so that he can hear.
I have proficiency in performance. 14 plus 2 plus 3. Is that 19?
Yeah, he definitely hears you. But he doesn't care because he is a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's a bird. Dude, I'm just a bird. It is cash money.
What is that?
No,
Can you explain economics to me?
Yeah, this bird don't understand. This bird does not understand economics. You cannot reason with him.
Kit is stressing. She says to herself, "Oh, Dad's never gonna forgive me for this one."
Oh man, not Dad.
As you say this to yourself, you remember something else that your dad told you as he talked about the schematics for this new ship, which is that there is a reserve inflatable lifeboat in the bridge for the captain's use in an emergency, locked behind a panel. It's probably would not be able to carry many people, but you know where its location is. And as you think of this, you do see the captain running around on the deck of the ship, trying to help people, screaming about the situation with Voltorbs and the lifeboats, trying to gather people to handle that somehow. But he doesn't appear to be making his way towards the bridge for access to it.
Yes, the shopping cart.
This is a bit of an alignment decision.
Yeah, this is definitely the shopping cart theory in practice right now.
Yeah. Kit weighs her options and considers like how clearly fucked she is, whether she survives or not, because the engineering was her responsibility and she couldn't fix it. She realizes that Tornadus isn't her fault, but she still feels guilty about it. Does she remember like how many people the raft would hold?
Yes, it will hold 4 people.
How
Wow,
fucking
that's so
Stewardess.
convenient.
Who was that? That's crazy.
4 people of various sizes, but no more than that, even when we get some.
Exactly.
That's so weird.
Kit
Wow.
will pull an ethically gray move and will muster some confidence and gather the attention of these trainers, Red Robin, Tia, and Triton, and will say, "I think I've got a plan. Come with me if you want to live." And she realizes that statement sounds a little dramatic and didn't really mean it, but she will grimace and turn around and head over to where she thinks that the raft is.
Okay.
I will follow you to the ends of the earth, little one.
How is Dondozo still on the deck?
He's fried catfish, right?
He is a fried catfish. He is fainted at this point.
He's fainted, but he's massive. And
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Dondozo.
You want to get inside the Dondozo? That's
You be
crazy.
the commander of the
Um,
ship of Dondos.
I'll say
Like, what if I could
it's.
wake him up and convince him to give some people a ride to safety?
I'll say he
Big
is.
fish.
Yeah, he's a big fish. He is on the deck still. However, with the tilting and everything, he's like very close to falling off and back into the water.
All right, let's help this fish.
All right, are you good?
Can I?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to wake this fish up.
Okay, as you make your way over to the fish, I need you to make a dex saving throw to see if you can keep your footing on this slick deck in the storm.
Holy shit, that's a 19. So
Wow.
it's a dirty 21.
Amazing. As you make your way towards the Dondozo, you seem to almost stumble up for a moment, but you catch yourself and you are able to dexterously make your way to the Dondozo guy. You're trying to slap him awake, or how are you trying to wake him up?
I was thinking a medicine check since I'm proficient in medicine.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead, do that.
Just trying to get him, like, even if he's stabilized at like 1 HP, just trying to get him up and like locked in to listen to me because I'm about to lecture this fish.
Yeah, go ahead and lecture the fish.
I gotta make the medicine check first.
Well, yes.
What is medicine based on? Sorry, I don't have a
Oh,
full
wisdom?
character sheet.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it might be intelligence, actually, but
I don't know.
All right.
It is wisdom. I was correct. I'm crazy
Is
like that.
wisdom. That's a straight 15 because my -2 and my +2 for proficiency cancel each other out.
Yeah, I'll say that's good. And I think maybe you might have like snuck some extra from your breakfast into your pocket and you're able to kind of force feed it to him or something like that and are able to
A little bit of tea,
yeah, wake
herbal
him
tea.
back up and give him a hit point or two.
All right, you listen here, you big fish. There are people about to drown. You're going to carry as many as you can to that port over there.
Go ahead and roll a Pokemon handling.
What is that based on? Is that Riz?
Wisdom.
Or is it
it's wisdom.
fuck, another one that cancels out because I don't have any wisdom. 12.
Okay. I will say the Dondozo is not particularly receptive to this piece of information. However, he will begrudgingly nod after a moment of consideration.
All right.
Oh, he's gonna do it?
He will do it.
Okay. I was gonna try to make a check to
Excellent.
convince the same thing, but can I
All right,
still
I let people. Oh,
I was gonna say, can I still like just say what I was gonna say where like Triton like kind of locks eyes with Dondozo and he says, Lord Helix commands you. Save the people on the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Pokemon handling. Check, please.
I love rolling stats that are not intelligence. 18.
Yeah. Yeah, before you could tell, like, he was, like, gonna probably, like, he was definitely looking out for number one. He was gonna probably take a couple people and dip. But with Triton's conviction, he seems a little afraid at the notion that Lord Helix will smite him and looks determined to take more people aboard.
all right. I let people know, like, climb aboard the Dondozo. This is the closest thing we have to a lifeboat.
People will look a little confused, but not willing to question too much, seeing as their lives are on the line and weirder things have happened probably, and will begin to climb aboard the Dondozo. Another explosion will rock the ship a little bit as another Voltorb seemingly has blown up a lifeboat.
Quickly, Donald, go! Go, Donald!
Who's Donald?
The Dondozo.
Donald
Triton is going to follow Tia's advice and also jump in Dondozo's mouth.
Go for it.
He's just gonna be like, well, another day back at sea, and then just jump in there.
Amazing.
We must go
Like,
quickly,
right on
Donald.
top of,
Go!
but okay.
Donald Bozo.
As you both are doing this, Kit and Red Robin, have you followed them, or are you making your way to the bridge for the lifeboat?
Kit delivered the cringy line and just never looked back, so Kit's just going to the lifeboat.
Gotcha. And Red Robin?
Oh, I'm also climbing in the mouth of the fish.
Oh, okay, yeah, go for it. Okay.
He's helping people board the fish.
Okay, beautiful.
We must make haste, Donald Bozo.
Kit, you are easily able to make your way. Well, actually, I'll have you roll a dex check first to see if you can keep your footing as you make your way to the bridge.
6.
Okay. You seem to stumble for a moment and hit the deck, sliding a little bit further away from your destination than you would like. The second Voltorb explosion seems to rock you for a little bit as you take, let me roll, 2 damage, hitting the deck a little bit. But you are able to pick yourself up and make your way to the bridge, easily able to locate the location of the inflatable lifeboat.
Okay. I'll send out Gizmo and have him open the case.
Are you just doing that like in the bridge, or did you take it back to the deck?
Yeah, didn't you say it was a magnetic lock? Oh, like the boat itself has a lock on it, not like
No,
stored.
like so there's 2 different types of lifeboats. The ones outside were more like rigid and kind of like connected to the side of the boat. This one is just inflatable, so like it is in a case, but like you have to open it up and
Oh, it's gotta be
inflate it.
inflated. Oh,
It does have a
no.
pump,
Okay.
but it does need to be inflated.
Okay. Kit gets the feeling that if she inflates it in here, she won't be able to get it out. So she's gonna carry it out and realize that no one followed her, and then rush back to where everyone else is.
Okay, and you're taking it with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah, you meet back up with everybody, and you have an inflatable lifeboat with you as people are hurriedly climbing aboard Dondozo.
Kit will see that and think, well, fuck me, I guess.
I guess we didn't need this. Throws the lifeboat overboard.
No, yeah. She's gonna hold on to it, but like, there's a little bit of relief thinking that her decision wasn't so ethically gray, because these smart people found a way to help people out.
How many people can Dondozo hold?
Let's find out. How many? Like like we said, he's pretty light, but
Well, he's a small Dondozo, right?
he is a small Dondozo, but he still took up like a majority of the deck. I'm just trying to decide how big the deck was, and then how big Dondozo was. I think 30 feet is reasonable.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, 39.4 is like what it says on the
At some point.
Bulbapedia. So 30
I
makes
would
sense for
say-
a smaller one.
Yeah. I would say, trying to like logically work this out. How many people can a giant fish hold? Like 40 to 50 people?
Some people did climb inside the mouth. I
I
was thinking people go right on top.
Yeah. There's both going on right now. I would say like 50-ish people are aboard this Dondozo right now.
Excellent.
Kit, have you inflated it's got its like own pump situation, but have you inflated the inflatable raft?
Sure, why not?
Are you climbing in board, or are you joining the Dozo project?
Well, my question is, how are we getting into the water?
You imagine that you could probably like the railings are mostly gone, having been ripped off by the wind. You can probably just scooch it off the side of the deck.
Okay. Kit is honestly afraid of Dondozo and will be taking the raft and will express to Red Robin, Tia, and Triton that there's another option that is less fishy.
Excellent. We can attach your lifeboat to the fish to pull us to shore.
Kit gives like a begrudging thumbs up, like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Is there like a nice long string from the raft?
Yeah, I'll say
Like
there's like something you can attach it with if you'd like to.
He ties one of his catfish whiskers.
Or just hold
like,
it. I don't
drag
know.
along the side and bashing into him nonstop if you're on the side, right?
Yeah,
You gotta be on the back.
Dondozo loves that, guys.
No, I'm not gonna tie it to the fish.
Oh, you're just gonna hold it?
I guess that was thought. Probably not strong enough to do that in the ocean.
Yeah, there's a pretty big storm going on. I don't know if you noticed.
If only there was somebody strong.
Well, do you want me to push it?
No, hold the rope.
Fine, I'll hold the rope. I'm in Dondozo's mouth. You gotta put it inside the mouth.
Oh,
All
God.
right. Is there anything else anyone is doing before Dondozo and Raft shove off into the churning waters?
Triton will address the group of people and say, "Everyone, I have a message from Lord Helix. I received the message this morning." And I will say, "Lord Helix says, fear not their tempest. The tide will take you, but it will also return you. Carry on." And he's going to crawl back inside Dondozo.
Roll a
Held on to that since this morning.
There's a lot more to it. That's just the part that seemed relevant at the moment.
roll a performance check real quick.
Oh,
I'm
hell
so glad I chose to play like a straight character.
Straight man.
You're all so fucking crazy, dude.
Crazy.
All of it. Like someone, Kit's negative charisma is gonna come in handy so much. I think.
It's like these fucking idiots, dude.
That's 13.
Okay. Yeah, people are generally confused by what you just said. There is some small amount of comfort in what you said. There is like a, you know what?
If the crazy old man will say we'll make it, I think we'll make
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's like if the crazy old man thinks we're gonna make it, like maybe we'll be okay. You know, we are in this Dondozo's mouth and or on top of him. There's nothing else to do. There's no other option. And with that, I presume you all shove off into the ocean, dropping in with a splash as the churning waves continue to roil throughout the ocean. Dondozo making his best effort to swim towards the shores as the storm continues to pelt you with driving rain. And it appears now hail as well, as more thunder racks the sky. You can kind of hear some murmuring among the people of the ship. The woman with the shipment that you saw earlier kind of murmurs to some people around here, like, at least it's only tornadoes. If Thunderous was here too, they would start fighting and it would be a whole thing, and then where would we be? And shortly after she says that, another silhouette appears in the distance.
Oh no.
As another Pokemon rapidly approaches, bringing a much larger amount of strikes of lightning with it. A creature with white clouds around its claws and blue skin, a deep blue horn atop its head, similar white mustache, cruel look in its yellow eyes, and a long, barbed tail winding from behind it as the storm continues to pick up. Triton. In all this chaos, you look to the horizon, and just as lightning flashes, you see something very far away, besides the two flying creatures. It's a silhouette of a massive Pokemon rising over the water. It doesn't appear to be swimming or flying. It just is. Anchored to nothing, but stretching all the way from the clouds to the sea. It's anywhere from 60 to 100 feet tall. You aren't able to tell from this distance, but it has a bulbous crown-like head and an uncountable number of tentacles thrashing around it. Sheer enough to let what little light there is through, but thick and long. Its red eyes pierce through the dark, seemingly gazing directly at you. Your mind is immediately filled with dread, though from your own instinct or the influence of Lord Helix, you're unsure. And with the next flash of lightning, it's gone.
I'm sure that's fine.
That's
That's totally normal. Yes, there's nothing that...
I've seen stuff like that before.
That's a problem for tomorrow me to deal with.
Well, all right.
As you make your way towards shore aboard this lifeboat and Dondozo, you're safer than you would have been if you were swimming, but they're not enough to shield you completely from the tempest that grows around you. Over the course of the storm, each of you are thrown from it into the water and aren't able to hold on for long before everything goes black. The sound of lapping waves and cawing winkles slowly wakes each of you as you regain consciousness. Your bodies are pressed against sand, and as you look around, you find each other. Kit, Red Robin, Triton, and Tia, on an unmarked beach, with a looming forest in front of you. Beside you, a small music box has washed up along the shore, and a backpack spills Pokeballs onto the beach. Over the trees in the far distance, you can see dark clouds brewing and gathering in the sky above the center of the region. The rest of the sky has cleared, but this storm is dark and foreboding. And that's where we'll pick it up next time. Hello, and thank you for listening to the very first episode of our second campaign, Dunsparce and Drampa Harmony. We hope you enjoyed meeting this incredible new cast of characters. You may have noticed that we have more exciting visuals for you to enjoy and help envision the characters, but as always, we are a listen-first media, so you are welcome to adopt any visual headcanons you would like. Our wonderful character art is from Assel, the background animations were by Flamingo, and the new original theme music is by Rush Garcia. We are only able to commission such wonderful artists and hire an editor due to the generosity of our patrons, so please consider checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/Dunsparce. Huge thank you to our latest patrons, Lucatoni71, the original Snivy Kid, Wolf, Jillybean, Olaf Hakanson, and Double J. If you enjoyed this episode, check out all of our socials at lanktr.ee/Dunsparce. We have a TikTok where we post funny shorts from episode clips, an Instagram where we feature fan art of the podcast, and a Blue Sky where we provide out-of-context spoilers for upcoming episodes. Thanks again for listening, and see you on November 4th for episode 2.
Could
Money.
you really refer to someone younger than you as mommy, though? I mean,
I
you
don't
could,
even-
but...
Yeah, you could.
It was really important that we got that out of the way before we.
Yeah, it was really important.
It was gonna haunt me the entire time I wasn't gonna be able to roll.
We
sure.
had to
Roll
make
a
those.
MILF.
Crazy.
Do we need to roll a MILF check?
Oh, yes, please roll a MILF check, everybody.
So
Is that a D20?
speaking of MILF,
That's a D100.
Speaking of
100. 100.
Uh,
D100.
D100 mill check. Come on, bro.
If it's a 69, there's a MILF.
Yeah, exactly.
am I rolling?
Melissa's got it.
Okay.
Everybody's
Everyone's
rolling.
got it.
Everybody rolling?
Everyone's.
We got 4
Okay.
chances, fam.
I got a 22.
So-
I got
I'm-
10.
22. That means Taylor Swift is on board. Yeah.
D100.
No,
Yeah,
that's not the MILF I
50.
want. No.
I got a
Taylor Swift's
54.
not MILF. Fuck.
Oh,
54. Yeah, it's
too
not
low.
So,
14.
anyways,
Damn.
speaking of
that's a
MILF,
child.
I heard a new term today.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
So because the horse girl racing game is still popping off.
For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
I
is.
saw
Mhm.
somebody in Alpharad's chat use the term HILF.
Uh-oh.
What is
No,
so that's
no,
so that's interesting.
no.
Don't make me make a
White
Legally
shoes
Blonde
and goes
reference.
around the ankles. Legally Blonde reference?
You got the best freaking shoes. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue. Sir, do you have honor? He will say to Triton.
Hang on, I need to do a Google search real quick.
That's some awesome conveyance.
What is honor?
What is so, Google? What is honor?
Hey, Croc, what is honor?
What is honor?